The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been around a long time, in many different iterations. The comics, the classic cartoon, the movies, with varying levels of success, including video games. Good God, the video games. But where did it all start? Let's find out in this week's episode of History and Lore. To the beginning! No, not this one. I forgot this was the original, very first Ninja Turtles game, the original NES release, known mostly for a single level, the Dam level. You're sent on a next to impossible mission of disarming bombs underwater, on a time limit.
And the clock's ticking, dude!
On top of that, you're surrounded by electric death.
Damn!
Seriously, the time limit is the worst. Even professional speedrunners have trouble getting through this area with little more than 20 seconds to spare. One interesting game mechanic the title did have was the ability to swap turtles on the fly. Donatello had the best range with his bow staff. Oh, and it was so cheap in boss fights. Overall, the game had a great soundtrack and it was fun to see all the turtles on screen in a video game for the first time. It's easy to look back and just tally this one up as a crap game, as it followed a pretty common design philosophy back in the day of really hard levels that you had to memorize and experiment with to eventually beat. Kind of a holdover from the arcade days of sapping quarters out of you, so you could just beat that one level and then right away run into another ridiculously hard challenge that takes play after play to learn it and then beat it. Right off the bat, you're exploring the city, moving from one level to the next, avoiding foot soldiers and steamrollers. No clue why a steamroller's trying to kill the turtles, but sure, why not? I mean, hell, if they can have the aliens from Alien in an episode of the show that are hatched from meatball eggs, then I guess the turtle-crushing steamrollers are, well, in the realm of an episode of the show at least. At one point, you even get to drive the party wagon, firing missiles at anything that gets in your way. Pizza restores your health, as it should be in any good turtle game.
Very different. Whoops!
And you could acquire different special weapons for each of your ninja brothers. I wouldn't say it's the best game ever, or even a great game. Even if Nintendo Power sure did love the damn thing, giving it 1989's Game of the Year award. This isn't the only game to drop that year. Oh yeah, this title would be the most re-released Ninja Turtles game ever, coming out in arcades across the country in 1989, the NES in 1990, the Amiga, the Commodore 64, DOS, ZX Spectrum, Atari ST in 1991, and more recently on the Xbox Live Arcade in 2007. And for good reason, this is one of the best games we've seen in the franchise yet. Konami killed it with this one. The music, the voice acting, yeah, the voice acting. Controls, level design, art, this title was made with love and attention to detail that only a fan of the cartoons and the comics could have. You're actually fighting the Foot Clan in this one that look like the Foot, and not zombie mud people. Look at the party wagon, for Splinter's sake. I had that toy as a kid. It shot pizza from its grill. It nails the look and feel and kind of brings back all those early 90s memories. Most people remember this one from the NES release that was branded Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Interesting fact, the NES title had Pizza Hut ads throughout and even had Pizza Hut coupons in the booklet. Two versions of the arcade box were produced, a two-player version that let you choose your favorite turtle. Again, Donatello was, I think, the best for his long-range attack, and a four-player deluxe version that let the entire turtle team go out and kick ass. Of course, the NES version was limited to 2 players, but it was the arcade version that was hailed as a pioneer for its 4-player co-op back in the day. The turtles in this one were kick-ass and actually were different, unlike the original NES games. Each having different attack speeds and ranges, they could throw foot soldiers overhead, Raphael could roll along the ground and then kick people, they could jump off walls, they had classic characters in this title like Bebop and Rocksteady, Buster Stockman, Krang, and the man himself, Shredder. It was a pretty epic game. Next up on History and Lore, we're gonna take a look at the Manhattan Project and the franchise's most badass title, 1991's Turtles in Time. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more gaming turtly goodness, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.